Alright, now we'll discuss the gamma ray. So, this is how it looks. It's not a fancy tool, it's just a tubular, usually non-movable parts. It should have a mark where the sensor is, and that mark will depends on the manufacturer. Each service company has its own specific dimensions, so you should check the tool diagram or the technical sheet. But yes, that's how it looks. Now, why using a gamma ray? Well, we use it for well-to-well correlation and depth control. It is a gross lithology indicator. It's like it helps us to distinguish between something that might be shell and something that might be not shell. That's it. It helps in estimation of volume of shell, clay typing, enhanced lithology indicators. And when I said here spectral tools, a spectral gamma ray is a special service, but in this presentation I will be talking about general purpose gamma ray, the simple one. And you will see that some applications overlap with those of spontaneous potential. So, the measurement principle. First of all, let's see what the tool is reading. It reads the natural radiation in the formation. So the formation by itself is emitting gamma rays. In this tool, we are not using any radioactive source. We are not creating gamma rays. We are reading gamma rays. We are receiving gamma rays in the tool's detector. And that radiation comes from the formation in a natural way. Mainly, it comes from the presence of uranium, thorium, and potassium. But how do we change gamma ray from a count rate in the tool? Well, this is where the magic happens. This is a scintillation crystal. So once a gamma ray enters on this scintillation crystal, remember the gamma ray is like a piece of light. It has no mass on it. So our gamma rays enter here. It is coupled by optical grease to this structure called the photomultiplier. And the input is a gamma ray and the output is a voltage. So each voltage will be counted as a gamma ray. Here we have, this is you can check on this link. This is the gamma ray pit at the University of Houston, where the standard for calibration is created. On this pit, you could find a low activity concrete and radioactive concrete. This is made of potassium, thorium, and uranium in these proportions. So on the lot, you will see that the scale, the units in which the gamma ray curve is presented is in GAPI, G-A-P-I. So what is a GAPI? That is defined as 1/200th the difference in log deflection or count rates between the zones of high radioactivity, this area, and the zone of very low activity, like this area. So this is related to the pit in the University of Houston. Obviously, not every single tool is logged in there, but that is the standard. That is what we're comparing our tool with. As I mentioned before, the natural radiation, it comes from potassium, uranium, and thorium, which are naturally in the formation. And the operating environment is everywhere. You will run a gamma ray in freshwater-based mud, saltwater, oil-based, airfill, case hole, etc. The corrections. Since the natural radiation is coming from this area, from the formation, if you have cement and a casing, you should make those corrections. Here you can see a comparison of an open hole area and a case hole area, and when you have double casing as well. The calibration. Remember the picture of the University Houston pit? Well, since we cannot log every tool in there, we use a calibrator. So this thorium blanket, it has a GAPI value, and when we are performing the calibration, we're basically saying the tool, okay, if the GAPI value, for example, is 200, we're saying to the tool, well, read 200 in this case. We'll remove the calibrator and we will be reading the background, like the natural radiation on the area. And this is how the calibration is performed. It's very simple. You should see it in the field because a field verification and a shop verification should be done. And that's the calibrator. This is how a gamma ray curve might look like. In this case, the scale is from 0 to 100 is the green curve, and all of this is our gamma ray. And that's pretty much it. Very simple. Thank you for watching.